Hello, it's George with Watchman German Shepherds. Sadly, we have one of the puppies from Fiona, one of the females. She's not doing good. Um, it's her right here. Yesterday, I started to notice that her body temperature dropped a little, and today she's actually pretty cool, not cold. She's still alive. I'm gonna feed her a little bit. We use the goat's milk. Have been putting her to the mom to feed, and she gets some milk from her, but there's just something going on. It doesn't have to do with the food. There's another issue, but at the same time, I would not encourage the eating and all that. So most likely going to lose her. I would say I've seen this before, and it's her movements and her breathing, her position, how she lays like that. She labored. Her breathing, if you can see, much of that at all. So yeah, it's very sad, and I'm gonna show you here. Um, as I'm holding her, she's cold. See, she's moving. When I feed her, she kind of pushes away now. Last night I came down during the night, and she was still willing to drink. And this morning I came back down, and she didn't. She pushed it away. And so at this point, I will feed her just in case. You never know if there's some type of turnaround, and she does need to be nourished. But again, I'm holding her. She is cool. She's not cold, but she's cool to the touch. And again, I just have seen this before, unfortunately. And so it is one of the females. There's a little male too, but he's doing really good. He's very vigorous. And so the first few days, today she was born, this litter was born Thursday, starting at 1:30 in the morning. And so they were born Thursday. This is now Saturday afternoon. And so the first few days is always uh, the time when you just keep an eye on things. And so my wife had, uh, made sure that she nursed right away for the first bunch of feedings. We do that with all the puppies just to make sure they're nursing. They can look like they are and be close, but not actually on a nipple getting milk. So we've seen that happen quite a bit. And then if that happens for a day or two, then that becomes a problem, right? So we do encourage all the puppies, and we do actually make sure they get on a nipple and that they're getting milked for the first couple of days. So we did that with this little girl too, and so it's not a question of nourishment or starvation. There's another issue going on with her, and so totally sad. But you see her mouth move there, and again, I'm going to give her a little. I can't really hold the camera too well. Let me see. I'll put her there. But you could see and this to help other breeders, by the way. So I have this goat's milk in here, and I'll plunge just a little bit. So you see she's so hardly responsive to that, right? And her breathing is very shallow. And again, the first thing I noticed with her at a point was that her body was colder. So I didn't take her temperature. I don't want to do that. But her body to the touch is colder. And so shouldn't seem to be in any pain. If I thought she was, I'd take her to the vet. But she's just fading away. And if you Google that, you'll see there's such a thing, and they refer to it as a fading puppy syndrome. They don't really know what the cause is, but It's just, even though they made it so far inside the mom, something happens there and they're unable to survive more than a few days. So very, very sad, and I'm strictly making this video for the purpose of showing other breeders and maybe being aware, staying on top of, but ultimately you can't blame yourself. You do what you can, nurse them, make sure they're nursing the first few days for sure. And beyond that, unless there's something clear that you can go by and say, you know, maybe bring them to the vet. It's just one of those sad things in this world, really, that you can't do anything about. And so, I hope this is helpful, and I'm not gonna go do any further videos. If she's not going to survive, but if she does survive, I'll certainly do a video about that. But she's pretty near the end there. That mouthing, breathing in the mouth, that's another big indicator of something is going wrong. So if you see that and you have a new litter and they're mouth breathing, that would be of concern. And so this puppy's been mouth breathing since yesterday. A couple of them came out when they're struggling for air when they're first born. They can do some of that mouth breathing, but you want that to go away half hour, an hour. Hopefully they're breathing normally through their nostrils. But that mouth breathing is just, by the way, a sign that something is going wrong. And so, anyway, hope it was helpful. I do appreciate your subscribing and liking, sharing, comments, questions, and above all, the Lord bless you as you trust Him. And just by way of good news and this sad news, the other puppies are doing really good, and Fiona is a great mom. And so, alrighty, until next time, take care.